Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to the IT class. So, in the last class, we have discussed or we have started our chapter that is networking. So, let us revise what all things we have studied. What do you mean by computer networking? Can you say? Yes, very good. It is the process of connecting the computers to exchange the information. This is known as computer networking. Then what else we have studied? Yes, we need three things for three devices to connect the computers. First one is cables, that is UTP cables, that is unshielded twisted pair cables. Next, RJ45 connectors, that is registered Jack 45 connectors or RJ11 connectors. Then next one, hub or switch are the instruments which used to control the exchange of information. Right. Okay. So, next in this class we are going to study something new about networking. Okay. Are you ready to go? Very good. So, did you heard about modem? Yes, okay, very good. So, we can know more about modem and let us know how it is working. Okay, so let us watch the class. Dear children, let us consider two computers, that is computer A and computer B. If computers A and B wants to send messages to one another, then they need a medium, which is provided by our telephone cables. For a message from computer A to reach computer B, reach through a series of connection, that is from computer A to telephone A and then from telephone A to the telephone cables. It will be received by the telephone B and then to the computer B. But there is a problem in this continuity of the serial communication, and the problem is once you have typed the message, "Hi, how are you?" the computer will convert and send the messages in the form of zeros and ones. That is, the binary language which the computer knows. But the telephone cannot understand the binary language because it sends and receives the messages only through the analog signals. Those analog signals cannot understand by the computer. So obviously it should be transferred or converted. That is, the binary language must be translated to the analog signals. Here you can see the black box, that is modulator, which converts the binary language into analog signals. Okay. Now the problem has been solved. Now the messages can successfully send from a computer to telephone with the help of the modulator. The telephone sends the messages to another telephone in the form of analog signals. And the next problem lies here. We required another box to convert analog to binary, that is demodulator. Now the message can be successfully sent from A to B, but it is just a one-way communication. We can see that only the analog signals is transferring. Okay, so this is one-word communication. We cannot get the reply. Okay, as this is the one-way communication. In order to get the reply, we have to set up the whole process from B to A. As the time passes, the modulator and demodulator combine together to a single box that is called modem. Now we can send and receive messages. It is the two-way communication which is possible with the help of modem. Next we can move to the wireless network. Okay, so in the previous class we have learned that the computers can be connected by using the cables and connectors. Okay, but now it is possible to connect the computers without the cables. This method is called wireless networking. Okay, so you already know that the computers are wired and wireless. Connections are wired and wireless. So, without using the cables, this method is called wireless networking. So, for wireless networking, we are using the radio frequency waves instead of cables. Okay, not using the cables, only using the radio frequency waves. Next, dear children, you have heard about LAN and WAN. Okay, so LAN is local area network and WAN is wide area network. Okay, so what do you mean by LAN? LAN is a system that interconnects computers inside a room or a building. The computer network in your school is an example for this. Okay, so LAN means it will connect the computers inside a room or a building. Your school lab is the example for LAN. Okay, next WAN. WAN is wide area network. So, wide area network, that is the computer networks of railways and banks. Okay, they are spread over the entire country. Such wide networks are WANs. Okay, so don't get confused. LAN means local area network, that is only connecting the computers inside a room or a building. Wide area network means it is connecting worldwide, that is entire country. Okay, example railways and banks. Dear children, we can move through activity 5.3, devices that can be connected without cables. Okay, here is a list of devices that can be connected using the wireless technology. You know that laptop, that is a wireless technology. Then smartphones. Now here you can write tablets. Okay, so fill that blank. Our next topic is that how to recognize. So, dear children, we are familiar with various kinds of devices used for networking computers. Which are they? RJ45 connectors, then yes, UTP cables, then hub, switch, etc. Okay. Now, let us see how a computer in a network can communicate with another. Okay. So, dear children, if you want to communicate with one person, for example, if the postman want to give a mail or a courier to you, he wants to know the house addresses, right? Then only he can arrive at you. So, likewise, the computers are also having the addresses. Such addresses is given as unique numbers. Okay, these numbers is known as the IP address. Okay, IP means Internet Protocol Address. So, the computers in a network will have unique numbers. This number is called IP addresses, and listen here, there are some general rules or protocols for giving such numbers. Okay, so the computers are giving the numbers, that is the IP addresses, but there are some rules. Rules means protocols for giving the IP addresses. So let us see protocols. Okay, here you can see TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol, IP, Internet Protocol, that is the TCP/IP, and SSH, SMB and POP, etc. are the examples for protocols. Okay, so protocols means the computer addresses and methods for exchanging information between computers. There is some rules for exchanging the information and giving the numbers to each computers. Such norms are called protocols. Example, TCP/IP, SSH, SMP and POP. Okay, Post Office Protocol. So we can look what do you mean by IP address. Okay, are you ready? Let us go. Okay.
Today we are going to understand what is an IP address and how you can find your computer's or your smartphone's IP address. So let's start. Computers in internet communicate with each other with underground or underwater cables or wirelessly. If I want to download a file from internet, then my computer should have an address so that other computers in internet can find and locate my computer. In internet terms, that address of computer is called IP address. Let us understand it with other example. Like if someone wants to send you a mail, then he or she should have your home address. Similarly, your computer also needs an address so that computers in internet can send you a file that you want to download. That address in internet terms is called IP address, which is nothing but a string of numbers written in a certain format. Note this comparison. This is your home address, which is identified by your area postman, and you get all the things delivered in this address. Similarly, this is your computer address, which is identified by the computers in internet, and you get all the downloads available at this computer address. This address is the IP address of your computer. IP address stands for Internet Protocol Address. But what does this mean? Internet Protocol is a set of rules that makes internet work. You are able to watch this video this time in YouTube only because your computer or your smartphone has an IP address, and YouTube is sending you all the data related to this video to this IP address. IP address is of two types: Internet Protocol version 4 and Internet Protocol version 6. Internet Protocol version 4 consists of 4 numbers separated with the dot. Each number can range from 0 to 255 in decimal numbers. But computers do not understand these decimal numbers. So these numbers are converted to binary form, which is computer understandable. Therefore, in binary, this range can be written as 00000000 to 11111111. Since each number n is represented by a group of 8 binary digits, so the whole IPv4 address is represented by a sequence of 32 ones and zeros, or simply I should say by a sequence of 32 bits. So IPv4 is a 32-bit address, which is a 128-bit IP address. In human-friendly form, IPv6 is written as a group of 8 hexadecimal numbers separated with colons. For example, in human-friendly form, the IPv6 address can be written like this, while in computer-friendly form, IPv6 address can be written by a sequence of 128 ones or zeros. Since a unique sequence of ones and zeros is given to each computer connected to internet, so with IPv6, a total of 2 raised to power 128 devices can be connected to internet. To find your computer's public IP address, write "What is my IP?" in www.google.com. Google will tell you your computer's public IP address. Similarly, to find your smartphone's public IP address, write or just say "What is my IP?" in your smartphone. Google will tell you your smartphone's public IP address. Without this numeric protocol, we would not be able to connect to internet. And without internet, we would be standing in long queues to get our train tickets, we would be looking at newspapers to see where jobs are available, and we would be buying storage devices like CDs because without internet, cloud storage would not work. So, IP address is must for internet connection.
Activity 5.4, let us determine the IP address of our computer. Okay, so in the top portion of a computer screen, here you can see an icon related to the networking. The name of that icon is NM Applet. Okay, see in your textbook, NM Applet means Network Manager Applet. Okay, so this is the NM Applet. It will be displayed on the upper panel of your computer screen. Okay, that is the NM Applet or Network Manager Applet. So click on NM Applet and then select connection information. Okay, connection information. Here you can see that the IP address of the device. Okay, this is the IP address. So you have to note down the IP address of this device. Okay, IP address of my device. So dear children, here you can see a blank for you. You have to write down this IP address or any other IP address. Okay, now I am closing this. Here a table is provided for you. You know that for the first time we are opening the computer, it is having an IP address, and for the second time we are opening the same computer, then the IP address is changed. It will be changing. So you have to try to do this activity from your mobile phones or your computers. Okay, you can check with the 6 mobile phones or 6 computers. Okay, so first one, you have to write the IP address when you are first switching that computer. Then you have to write the second IP address. That means you have to write the IP address that is obtained on second switching. Okay, likewise you have to fill these 6 columns. Okay. Next, here you can see when selecting network cables. Here the standards, that is the cables used for networking. Okay, for networking we are using the cables that are usually known as the standards Cat1 to Cat6. The Cat means category. Okay, Cat1 means category 1 to category 7 are the standards, that is cables used for networking. Okay, the data transmission speed of category 7 cable can be up to 10 gigabytes per second. So here you have one word question, that is the speed of category 7, data transmission speed of category 7 cable up to 10 gigabytes per second. Okay, you have to note down that. Next, you can see DHCP. What do you mean by DHCP? That is, each time when a system is connected to network, it will get giving the IP address that you have studied. Okay, the technology that gives IP address automatically is known as Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, that is DHCP. So DHCP is a protocol. Protocol means rules. Okay, so giving the IP address automatically is known as DHCP protocol. Okay, each computer that enters the network is given an IP address in that order by DHCP. Okay, so you have to remember the name of this protocol, that is Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, DHCP. That is, the technology gives an IP address automatically to the device. Okay, that is DHCP. And next is the structure of an IP address. You know that this is the IPv4 version. Okay, so it will be having 4 parts. This is the first part, this is the second, third and fourth. So these 3 parts are together known as network. Okay, first 3 parts commonly known as network. That is the same for all the networks. Okay, first 3 parts are the same in all addresses. Okay, next the last part, that here you can see it is 25, that is referring the computer's number. Okay, that is the host or system, or you can see the computer. Okay, this 25, it will be changed for each computers, but these three parts are same for all the addresses, but the last portion will be changed, that is for the computer. It refers for computer. Okay, computer, system or host. So this is the structure for IP address. It is very important. Okay. Next, activity 5.6, giving permanent IP address. So, dear children, you already know that the IP address will be changed for each switching. So, it will be easy to having the permanent IP address to a computer. So, let us click on the NM applet in our computer. Next, click on Edit Connection option. Here you can see the connection. Okay, name of your connection. Now I am having the Realme C3's connection, so the name is displayed here. Okay, let's select that one, and here you can see an icon. The name of this icon is Edit the Selected Connection. Okay, edit the selected connection. Now I am going to edit the connection. Okay, so just click on that. Here you can select IPv4 settings. Okay, from the method option you can select the manual. Now by clicking on the manual option you can select the add button. Okay, here is the space for giving the IP address. Now I am typing the IP address that should be for permanently to my computer. Okay, 192.168.1. So these three portions are common for all the computers. Now I can give any other digits. So there is a condition, there is a range for giving that number, that is we can give numbers from 2 to 254. Okay, the digit 2 to 254 numbers. Okay, that is the range. So you may have a doubt, what about 0 and 1? So 0, 1 and 255 are reserved for some specific technological purposes. So we cannot use to give the IP address 0, 1 and 255. Either you can use the digits 2 to 254. Okay, now I am giving 11 as my IP address. You can give any number in the fourth part. Okay, now I am giving 11. You can give any number from the digit 2 to 254. Here in the textbook you can see that. Okay, I will show you. See, 2 to 254. Okay, 0, 1 and 255 are reserved for other technical purposes. Okay, so I have given the IP address here. Now we can give the net mask 255.255.255.0. Okay, and the address for gateway is, you can give the same gateway that is given in your textbook. Okay, 1.1. After typing the netmask, gateway and DNS servers, you can give the save button. Click on the save button. Okay, so this is all about giving the permanent IP address. Okay, and dear children, this is an important question that has came for the last year examination, that means one word examination, SSLC practical exam. Here you can see the range of IP addresses that are used in the networks. Okay, so first range is 192.168.0 up to 192.168.255.255. Okay, so this is the first range. Then second range is that 10.10.10.0.0.0 up to 10.255.255.266. Okay, this is another range. Next you can see the third range, that is 172.16.0.0 up to 172.31.255.255. So these are the three ranges that we are using in the networks. Okay, you have to keep these digits in your mind. Okay, so the questions and the options for the examination will be confusing, so be thorough with the range. Okay, so here we wind up today's class. In the next class we can go ahead with the next topic. So if you are having doubts with this topic, you are free to ask the doubts. Okay, so we can meet at the next class.